Hello everyone, welcome back to the second race of round three here with URL Sunday Championship. This is the Pro-Am League, and yeah, as I said, this is race two. Sorry for the delay between the two races. I just kind of ran out of time the other night, so we're going to get on the way. Race two, mediums and hards need to be used, and we'll go through the pack and see what's happening. That's live here on pole. Obviously, reverse grid from race one. And if you've watched that race, you'll see it wasn't the best race in the world for Thatslife. He had all sorts going on. So hopefully he'll be looking to recoup a couple of points now, starting from the front and starting on the mediums. So the quicker of the two tyres, he'll be looking just to escape up the road and get out in some clean air. He's closely followed there by Declan, also on the mediums. Viking on the hards, so it's the first of the hard runners, so you'll need to watch out because them tyres are freezing cold off the line on the first lap. So you'll have to be careful because he's got a lot of medium runners around him. So Slowpoke there in fourth on the mediums. Yeah, Rossi on the mediums in fifth. Niggle mediums in sixth. Brownie there in seventh on the hards. Hoggy there eighth mediums. Sai on hards in ninth, Nando in 10th on the mediums, Method 11th mediums, Dan 12th on the hards, Paulie 13th on the mediums, and Gower also on the mediums there, our race one winner. So lots of things going on. There's a couple of hard runners to be careful of. So Dan, who else was it? So Dan, Sai, Brownie, and then Viking right up the front here. We will watch them. They'll be pitting a lot earlier than the guys around them. So let's get underway. See what happens. It's going to be busy, I think. This first lap, different tyre compounds all comes into effect, but they're underway. So he leads us down. Everyone get down this first straight. Let's see if we can see any moves. Oh, gone too far. So that's Life pulling away. Viking already on the charge there in third, trying to get up the inside of Declan. Rossi's following slightly just behind. It's going Rossi and Slowpoke. Oh, Viking's gone wide. It's kicked up a bit of dust. He's off the racing line. A bit more dust that side. It's going to compromise him now on the exit. Rossi takes up to third position. Viking not giving it up. Slowpoke just behind. Also on the inside. Going to have more grip than what Viking has on them hard tyres. Niggle just behind him. Brownie behind him also. Oh, big bumper to bumper there. Viking's out wide. Niggle's out wide. Hoggy's off. I think Dan into the back of Sai. Viking in the back of the Dan. It's all going off. Let's see if we can figure out what happened there. I think it started with Viking there. So he's offline. Then if you watch Brownie's car here, so he's net coded into Niggle. Let's put him and Viking wide. Sai's hit Viking. I think Dan's then hit Sai. So if you watch from Dan's point of view here, I think Brownie had net code by the look of it. He's hit a couple across. They've all squeezed in there. Sai's run down. Dan's run down, hit Sai, who hits Niggle again. Puts both of them off. Yeah, that was an accident there, boys, but you've stuck a man in the wall. It's all very messy on this first opening lap. You see there, them two bump into each other. Poor old Niggle, he's got the bum deal of that coming together with everyone. I think Dan hit Sai, Sai hit Niggle. Possibly could have waited for each other there. But they're off, they're on their way. So Niggle there, damaged last position, Viking 13th, Sai in 12th, Dan in 11th on them hard tyres, Paulie on the mediums, Gower on the mediums, got through the pack from last up to 9th position. Nando, then Method, Brownie, Hoggy, Slowpoke in 4th. You've got Rossi on the move now, just making the move on Declan. Up the inside, I think both on the mediums. Declan gives him plenty of room on the inside. Declan's cutting it back though. Great drive off the corner there from Declan. Oh, he's trying to not bite too much of that curb. Still staying on the inside for Declan. Well defended. Well defended there from Declan. He just kept his foot in it. A little bit laggy, Declan is, but I think not too bad that Rossi can see. Thatslife checked out. He got out in front, as we see from earlier on. Just going to watch Rossi now on the attack on Declan. I think Rossi's probably thinking that he wants to get past as soon as he can to try and capitalise. Slowpoke in 4th, Hoggy 5th, Method 6th, Brownie, Gower, Paulie's in 9th, Nando now in 10th, Cy and Dan there in 11th and 12th. So Gower's through, and you can just see Brownie on the way backwards as Paulie's through also, so they've got past Nando and Brownie now. Gower and Paul first and second in race 1. As you move up there's Hoggy and Method, both in the mediums just behind Slowpoke. Rossi's up into second. Good three-way battle here, Hoggy and Method. And you've got Gower, Paul, Brownie just behind. The Slowpoke to the inside. Hoggy gone well out wide. Method using the slip on Slowpoke. Who's going to make it? Hoggy around the outside. Method's trying to follow him as well. Slowpoke's got a great run up the inside of that corner though. Still side by side these two. Very, very dodgy part of the track to go side by side on. Hoggy, Method just takes the position off of Slowpoke. So Slowpoke losing 2 positions there and quickly got Gower on the back of him now. He's also going for the move. Or not quite. Well done there by Slowpoke. Just manages to block him off. But he's had a slow run out of the corner. And we're stacking up again. Paulie, Gower, Brownie just behind these two. Nando just there as well. So Paulie's done a great move there from Paulie on Nando, on Gower. Just at the inside, but Gower's got a switch back on him. These two now are going to be chasing down Slowpoke if they have the slipstream. Brownie serving his half a second penalty. It's going to drop in behind Dan. Let's see who makes this move. So Gower's still got the inside line. Well done, just moves over, leaves Paul enough room, but Paulie with a good switch back. You see there Cy and Dan both getting past Brownie after his get the words out there. After his penalty. So Nando 9th, Dan now 10th, Brownie 11th, Cy in 12th, Viking at the end. I'm guessing Niggle had enough, wasn't happy with maybe what happened. He's pulled off, but so Thatslife off up in first, miles away. Rossi second, Declan third, Hoggy 4th, Method in 5th. Then you've got Gower there in 6th, who's got past Slowpoke, probably down into the first set of corners. Paulie's now looking to get past Slowpoke also. He's going to want to keep the pressure on, or big slide there from Paulie. He's going to want to keep the pressure onto Slowpoke, onto Gower, sorry. Another big slide from Paulie as he catches a bit of the curb and the grass on the inside. Both of these boys on mediums. Nando just behind, so let's see now as Paulie got close enough to make the slipstream work for him. You can see Gower on his way up the road there. He's soon going to be on the back of Hoggy and Method. Paulie's not quite close enough. See the group of this, 5 cars, 6 cars in front of him. Oh, both Paulie and Slowpoke outbroke themselves. I think that caused Niggle also. Maybe I should stay with that view. I think it caused Nando also to just miss his braking. Yeah, all 3 of them really late. Nando done really well just to miss the back of Paul. Come back on careful. That's it. Brownie see him at the last minute, moved right out of the way for him. So Nando back to 11th, all kicking off. Dan's the first hard runner in. This could play beneficial to him, get him out of all of this traffic and the fighting. See Cy on Nando now. After Nando's late braking, it's giving Cy the opportunity, not quite close enough to go for the move. So Slowpoke, Paulie's got past him and he's off up the roads. Slowpoke's there in the mediums, Brownie chasing him down on the hard tyres. let's get up to here. So where are we at? So Gower and Hoggy battling. Paulie with this little thing. See how quick Paulie caught back up onto the back of Gower there. He's just come up against, Hoggy. Oh, he's got half a second penalty, and it's maybe that mistake's also what's cost Gower. Gower with a big slide out of the corner. Hoggy's going to serve his penalty now. Paulie and Gower still bumper to bumper. Paulie's looking left, he's looking right, he's ducking, he's thinking about the uppercut. So there's Hoggy, he gets split by Gower and Paulie. But again, Gower just kept it on. I think Paulie prefers that later line. Maybe that's just the way he runs. He definitely could go run wide, but he seems to like the sort of pointing the corner off as such, rather than sweeping into it, pointing the corner off and then accelerating. So let's go up now. Paulie and Gower past Hoggy. Oh, Method's all the way up into second. When did that happen? As we come down to this straight here, so Method had obviously got past Declan, and he's on a charge, and he's on the back of Rossi all the way down the main straight. Pulls to the inside. Declan's there, front row seat for this overtake. So Method, great move all the way down. Again, just slightly parks it on the apex. He's not giving Rossi any opportunity then to go back up underneath him. But Rossi won't give this up without a fight, that's for sure. A little slide from Rossi, that's just giving Method an opportunity just to create half a car's length of space as they come into the hairpin under the bridge. Gower, Paulie, Hoggy, and then here comes Slowpoke, Nando in 9th. So Sai's still out on his hards. Viking's also still out on his hards. So Brownie and Dan are the first two to pit from hards to mediums, these two boys. So it'll be interesting to see how well they do. Both got plenty of clear air in front of them. And shouldn't be any issues. Just got to keep it clean and just concentrate on your lap times. So let's go back up. We can see a fight here still. Paulie's now. So Gower's on his way past Declan, trying to go up the inside. Paulie's just behind these two. I don't know where to look, which one gives us the best view. The Gower's gone very narrow straight away. I'm going for the inside, Declan. Paulie then pulls across to the inside also. Is he going to get 2 for 1? Oh, not quite. Great racing, great awareness there from Declan as well. We see Paulie on the inside of him. Just had to check his braking and just pull out to the right just to stop contact. But very good driving there from Declan. Although he got passed by 2 of them. Oh, big side there is Declan as well. But yeah, sometimes you've got to be aware of what's around you, even if you're losing positions. You're all running your own races. So now Gower is on the move. You quickly see Thatslife 28.0. He's got the fastest time, which is understandable. He hasn't had to fight or battle anyone at the minute. Method there running really well. 28.2 is quicker time. Rossi 29.1. You've got Gower 28.4. Paulie 28.2. Declan still on the back of Paulie's. Pulled to the inside now, Declan. Paulie had to move across. He didn't have the space to stop him. It's gone. See, Paulie goes deep and then pings it back. Oh, big tail slide there from Paulie. Well held. But you see what I mean? He likes to take that line. I think he goes deep, gets the car pointed in the correct direction, and just floors it. And what an exit Paulie had out of that corner. Even with the tail slide, you can see how much space is gained just from that exit of one corner. All going off halfway through the race already, ladies and gentlemen. Big slide onto that grass again from Gower. So Thatslife first. Gower's got half a second penalty. That's got to be for that first corner. That might have put him off a little bit because he's missed his markers there. Paulie's all over the back of him. Swiggling left and right. Paulie again, just a tiny little wiggle on the back end. Declan's there trying to get past. He can't get past there. Declan, there's nowhere really to go. Whilst all this is going on, Hoggy's caught back up to this pack as well. So he's having a good race, Hoggy. A little bit beat up with everyone at the beginning. Sort of, he was sandwiched between 3 other cars, I think, at one point, Hoggy was. But there you go, there's Gower doing his half a second. Paulie's then up alongside him. Declan's there. Hoggy's going for a move on Declan. Paulie's gone for the narrow line this time. Again, big tail whip coming out of that corner. I think that's just going to give them the opportunity. I'm not sure. Hoggy back right out there. I don't know why. I thought he's doing really well. Let's just watch Hoggy up. So he went to the inside. Great move. Whoa, he just maybe parked it on the apex. Maybe he was worried that he was going to go into the side of Declan and decided against it and just pulled straight out. If that's the case, it's really good racing there from Hoggy. Although he's kind of sacrificed a little bit of his own time, he didn't want to hit into the side of anyone. So good racing there from Hoggy. So sizing now, he's the next man on the hards. So he's gone. I think Nigel was the other man on hards. So size also in the pits. See Brownie's on his way through. Dan's already through. So he's going to come out P12. See Brownie just going around the first corner there. Nando's past Slowpoke. Let's see what's happening. There was a bit of a gap there. Maybe Slowpoke's had a bit of an odd moment. Oh, big wiggle again. Both cars having a big wiggle, but Nando managed to catch his. Just took that space on the inside of the corner. Slowpoke couldn't quite get over quick enough to block him off. Nando said thank you very much. But again, Slowpoke is not going to give this up at all. Got a great run out of here. So he'll be on the chase. You can see all the cars up in front. Hoggy, Gower. Oh, Declan's gone back as well. So Paulie's up there. All right, let's go back because I've missed something. As always, going back and watching Slowpoke. So let's go from here, shall we? So Gower's gaining on Rossi. Paul's gaining on Gower. Declan's there and Hoggy's on the fight back from that corner we see. So as you see there, I think Gower missed it again. I still be flicking on it. So Gower into the corner, it's fine. Coming out under the bridge. I think it's him that goes wide. Yeah, big power slide. So that's giving Paulie the chance to go up the inside. Declan's now on the inside of this corner as well. It's going to compromise Gower even more for the exit. Yeah, so Declan's also past Gower. So a little twitch from Gower has just cost him 2 positions there. Oh, he tried to get out of the way and he had a better run than Declan. But the changing the turning angle too far just didn't help the car there. As you see now, Hoggy taking full advantage of Declan and Gower come together. Hoggy thought about it. No. Just backed out. Didn't want to stick his car in there, making it a 3 wide on that corner. Again, very good racing from Hoggy. Still got another 7 laps yet, so you don't need to smash it in. All of these boys have got pit for the hard tyres as well. As we see that, Paulie's made his way past Rossi. Gower again's on the move. I'm going to stay with this one though, because Rossi's going to fight for his position back. Not quite close enough. Good braking there from Paulie. So Gower does get past Declan. Still on the challenge. And you see Nando and Slowpoke still bumper to bumper behind these boys. Well, so all of this is going off. Method in Thatslife, and I said, have kind of checked out a little bit. But I'm not surprised. That's what happens race 2. Rossi slightly wide. Going to give Gower the opportunity to go up the inside, which he takes with both hands. And Rossi get a better run out the corner. Big slide. Not quite able to just get the power down. So Gower on the move again. thinking that he needs to catch back up with Paulie if he's going to get anywhere close. Dow's gone across. Rossi's on the inside, not quite close enough to make a move. Whoa, Declan went flying through there then. He's missed his braking again. It's good awareness to miss Rossi in front, but Hoggy now, as we've seen a couple of times, is taking his time. Gower's in the pits on their mediums. Absolutely minced the fuel through 10 laps. So Hoggy's through, but Declan's on the way back. He's taking the inside line. Not quite close enough. Good driving there from Hoggy again. Nando's on the back of these boys. So we'll see. So Gower's just fueling up. So let's see what's happening. So Dan is past him. Brownie's just going past him now. Here he comes. Who's going to go it? So Gower's come out in 10th, but he is on the hard tyres. So Dan's done well onto his mediums. Gower's now on the hards, but Brownie's on the mediums, so he's going to have a lot more grip going through into this next part of the race, this last 5 laps. Let's go up and see what's going on. So Declan there, so slow poking, so Rossi's dropped right back. Oh, he's had a moment. Oh, he's had another moment as well. I will leave that. No one wants to see themselves messing up twice on a lap. He'll already be kicking himself, so don't need me to show it. So yeah, Slowpoke in 7th now. Nando there in 6th after a couple of pit stops with a half-second penalty. Declan doing fantastic there in 5th position. Held his own, he's battled with the people, it's really good, nice clean driving. See Hoggy in the pits. So Declan's in the pits, Nando's also in the pits. So the other boys, Slowpoke, plenty of fuel left on Slowpoke. Good fuel strap from him there. Going to give himself a great opportunity to stay on these medium tyres for longer than everyone else. You see Paulie, he's probably got this lap going. Same with Method. Yeah, and Thatslife as well. So you'll be looking at these top group to come in. But you see Dan, they're in 5th position. Pitted early, just plugged away. See his lap times, 28, 28, 28, 28, 28. Just plugged away. Fantastic. This is where the battle's at now. So Brownie's not quite past Gower yet. Though he's on the medium tyres, Gower's just putting that Lambo in the correct positions just to hold him up. He's not giving him an opportunity. Brownie's very close. Can't force him there. Be careful. Brownie's going for the move around the outside. Good side by side. So tight through there. Gower had the inside line. Again, just pulls off, takes the middle line as well to cover. Oh, poor exit though from Gower. Brownie's capitalised. He's gone for the inside line. Better grip with their medium tyres coming out of the corner onto this big long tunnelled straight. And as I see, top 3 are all in. Slowpoke, I think, will carry on. Yeah, he will. Let's go back to this battle here. The Brownie makes it stick. Gower's not gone away though, and now Gower's got another problem of Hoggy, but he's also on the hards. So these two are on equal standing, both with a bit of slipstream as well, which is going to benefit both of them. Compared to Declan, who's battling with Sai just behind. See if a move happens for any of these. No, all line of stern from there. There is behind. Sai's gone for a move up the inside of Declan. Again, good awareness from Declan, just to give him room. But really good drive. Side by side again, up into this middle part. Sai around the outside, Declan on the inside. Good racing, good awareness. Declan just broke. He knew that he had to take it easy. Very good job there from Declan. I think Sai's on the mediums, isn't he? Yes. So let's go. Let's see where we're at. So Thatslife has come out behind Slowpoke, but we know Slowpoke hasn't pitted yet. So Thatslife will just need to follow for one more lap, because you've got to do at least 2 laps on each tyre component. Method there in 3rd is closely followed by Dan. So Method on the hards, Dan on very warm mediums, but they should still be a slight advantage. Paulie there up into 5th. See Slowpoke coming into the pits now. So Paulie in 5th. Brownie, who's got the mediums, if he's got 3 laps, possibly you might be able to catch Paulie. You've got to, you've got to be on it. There is a bit of a time difference between the mediums and the hards. So we'll see what he can do. So you see Slowpoke now in the pits filling up. I think he's going to come out possibly just behind this little group here. Yes, he does, yeah. He comes out just in front of Declan and Nando. So he's done really well there, Slowpoke. He's jumped a couple of cars in the pits, stayed out longer. So really, really good strategy there from Slowpoke. But Sai now on the back of Hoggy. Hoggy's on the hard, Sai's on the mediums. So again, you can see the Brownie's obviously pulling away. Hoggy was close to Gower. So Gower's just edged away. He's managed to keep the slipstream with Brownie and broke the slipstream to Hoggy, which has massively helped him. Sai with much better run out of that corner. So saying that, Hoggy's got a good one as well, even on them hard tyres. So real good racing here. Bit messy at the beginning. I think it's net coding and people bumping into each other. Different tyre compounds. Just Sai goes wide. Hoggy got the cut back on him. So Hoggy remains in that 7th position. And yeah, as I was saying at the beginning, it's always hard switching compounds. You don't really know what people are on. It's a kind of a guess. This sort of circuit, that whole middle section is single file, really. I think we saw net coding from Brownie that started everything. He sort of bumped and shuffled a few. Actually, I think Viking might have started it being offline at the front. With the hard tyres, he missed the braking in this position here. That then backed everyone up behind him, and then by the time they got out of the tunnel, Brownie net coded into someone in front, and it just had a concertina effect. They all got then down to this part. I think we see Dan hit Sai, then who hit Niggle, as they're all trying to avoid Viking who was on the grass. So yeah, just a little bit messy, but it does happen in race 2. Reverse grids. Technically, you've got the slower. See Gower there with a half-second penalty. Technically, you've got the slower drivers. Although this league's incredibly close, you have the slower of the drivers at the front, and you're all on different tyre compounds. It just leads to this sometimes. Just need to be a bit more courteous to those about you. You see Sai still trying to get past Hoggy. So Nando's got past Declan and Slowpoke. He's dropped down to 11th. Rossi, we see him have a moment. He was up the front, and I think he had a moment, dropped to 8th, and then just as we flicked to him, he was having another moment on the grass. Like I said, his only mission is still getting used to the car. It's only his 2nd race of this league. And poor old Viking got battered about at the beginning. He was on the hard tyres, so he was going to head. He's on auto at the minute. Maybe something's up. So let's go back to see. So Methods and Dan have switched places. Let's see if I can catch that as we're coming up towards the end of the race. So Thatslife up in 3rd. Method at the minute is in 2nd with Dan. They're chasing him down in 3rd. Both of these boys are on the Dan's on the mediums and Methods on the hards. A little bit of a touch there from Dan. Just slightly pushed out Methods, a little bit. Was there a touch? Paintwork to paintwork, really, wasn't it? Nothing crazy. It looked worse than it was when you see it from that other angle. But here we go. They're on the last lap. Dan's made a great overtake early on, just to push himself there in 2nd. Paulie's chasing these down in 4th. Brownie in 5th. Gower in 6th. Hoggy 7th. Sai close behind him, still trying to look for a way past Hoggy. Hoggy's made that Lambo twice as big. Sai just can't quite find the space to get past him. There's a good opportunity coming down to this bit now. We'll go back up to the front and see how we're getting on, because Thatslife is coming up towards the last corner, nice and easy, just tucked it in. I don't really see much of him because he just bolted, didn't he, at the beginning, just up and off he went. And that's what you want sometimes. Is that he had, as by his own admission, probably had a bad race the first race, lots going on. He finished last in the end, so he'll be proper chuffed with that. Well done, Thatslife. Oh, Method's back in front of Dan. Let's go back, see what's happening. So Method with a good run down here. Is he going to use the slip? He is. He's catching. Dan slightly pulls over. Not enough. Just putting his car in the middle of the road. Great exit. Oh, great switch back from Method. Great. What a fantastic move from Method there to take second position from Dan and on the hard tyres. I think Dan just wanted to coast in thinking he got it done. But Method with a fantastic move. Congratulations, Method. Well deserved second position. Third for Dan. He'll be happy with that. He started towards the back of the race. Went early. Good result for Paulie also in 4th. Brownie 5th. Gower in 6th. Hoggy kept that 7th position from Sai. Congratulations there to Hoggy. He had 3-4 laps with Sai literally on his rear bumper. So yeah, you should be very proud of yourself there, Hoggy. Great racing. Nando comes home in 9th. Declan 10th. Slowpoke coming across the line in 11th. Again, a little bit beat up at the beginning, but not too bad. He done well. Rossi coming there in 12th. Viking, I think, is got issues there. So he'll be in 13th. So let's go back to the race winner. There he is. Thatslife. Congratulations to Thatslife. Really good race. As I said, didn't see much of him. He just took advantage of the battles behind and just pulled away. On this sort of track, you need to keep together. But no, really well done to Thatslife. Method, what a move. What a fantastic move on that last corner then to take the switch back onto Dan, leading down to the finish line. Well-deserved second for Method. And Dan, as I said, he shouldn't be too upset with himself. He'd come from the back towards the front. And that's your top 3. Good results for Paulie. 2 good results. Out-qualified, out-raced a couple of them around him in the table. Scored well in the first race and scored very well in the second race. So he'll hopefully, I think, might be top of the table, but we'll wait and see. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I think next week we are at Maggiore, I believe. And look forward to seeing you there. Take care.